My baby looking too good, yeah, she perfect. No, she worth it. When she pull up, all them man, them flirting. And yeah, she know that she a dime. Call up on my line, told her, baby, bring it one time. Yeah. Girl, sit down and relax. Girl, let me put it on you, no time for chit-chat. Because she move like a queen, and I like what I see, and I wanna get more of that.
I undress and he blows success. Lay down as you decompress.
Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl, Yezzir.
And it's your girl, AY. You done it already.
And you are watching another banging episode or listening to Hey Sis.
Where we spew our opinions. We have a good chat, a good vibe. You know, we drop a couple of gems. And if you don't like it, you know what I'm going to say. But in case you don't, I'm going to remind you. Kick rocks.
Boom. It feels so surreal to see you.
I know it's been a long time.
I've missed you, man.
Not you, my friend.
Come on.
Honestly, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. I've missed you, man.
No, me too. Life been life.
People start to think you got kidnapped, man.
Was it kidnapped?
Yeah, kidnapped.
By who? A rich man? I would love that.
Ooh, that means you have to pay a ransom then, because you already like the situation.
Same, thank you. What's that thing when you like that you fall in love with your?
Oh, what's it? Not Stockholm syndrome.
It is Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's giving that.
It's giving Stockholm syndrome.
Not for everybody.
Nah. It's been a minute. Life be laughing, man. You know, life be laughing. And you know, the end of the year as well, it gets so
last quarter.
Headache. It's a headache time.
The last quarter is trying me, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Although I've decided I'm not gonna make a big deal about doing anything for New Year's.
Oh, I never really do.
Oh, is it?
I stopped doing that years ago. Because I realized I enjoy when I don't make a big deal. I actually enjoy New Year's.
So what's like a good New Year's Eve to you?
Enjoy it with the people that I love.
But no, what's a good New Year's Eve to you? Like what kind of setting? Is it at home with the people? Is it out with the people? Like
ideally at home, only because if I were out, I wouldn't mind if we were out to like maybe see fireworks or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm with people like family, friends, and we're just vibing music.
Yeah. Okay.
Drinks are flowing, food is flowing. That's my vibe.
I like that vibe.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need it to be. I can't celebrate New Year's in a club.
Yeah,
I've done that before in the past, and it just felt like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it has to be something's got to be going on other than we're just all here in the club. Have you seen how much the New Year's Eve firework display tickets are in London?
How much?
£35 a pop. And then people are like, why has it gone up? It was like 15 last year, whatever. And then apparently the government's saying that because we spent X amount, I think 2 million to put the display together and everything and security, we're trying to recoup some of that money. And it's like,
bullshit.
You think so?
Bullshit. The government have peas, man. They're just always trying to find a way to finesse us.
Yeah, because you're saying we're in a cost of living crisis, but you're doing up even bigger and better firework displays this year.
Yeah, everything's going up. Also, the firework displays.
Everything. And I really could just go to Macro and get my own fireworks and do it in my garden.
People are doing now. Do you know what I mean? Or go to like a local park and then everyone does their own little thing there because it's just too expensive, man.
It's too expensive, but it's also... The whole experience is I'm queuing up, I'm with people, strangers. There's a lot of pickpocketing going on anyway.
Exactly, because you'll be waved, you'll be having vibe, you'll be just, even if you're not waved, we're just vibing and you forget that, you've got your phone in your pocket or you just put your bag down real quick because you just wanted to take a picture or do something. Boom, bam.
Before you know it, gone. Yeah, I know. Robbed differently. So shout out to Macro. I feel like I'm doing proper adulting now because I got myself a Costco card.
Well done.
Pat self on the back.
How did you finesse that?
What do you mean, how did I finesse that?
No, because you know, like they're very much like you can only if you have a business or something or a friend. Yeah, you say you're a business owner. But
it'd be your own friends.
Yeah.
How the hell you finesse that?
You know, like, because they try to act like they're very strict about it. Yeah, that's why. But then again, I say that when I used to work, sometimes if they're just trying to get numbers, they'll just be like, do you have a family member that has a business or a family member that works a certain place or they said the hierarchy? And okay, cool, we'll put you down. You can have it. Because they're just trying to get the numbers. Though. Oh no, they always do that. It's finesse. Because it's Costco is not as strict as like Macro. Macro? Don't play.
I was going to get Macro, but I think I got TikTok gassed me up on the whole Costco vibe. So I was like...
Oh yeah, the Costco vibe is different from Macro. Macro is like...
Macro has no vibe.
Yeah, macro is literally you just coming in to buy your shit and go.
You're business owner, you're stocking up, come out, but Costco's an experience.
It is, because you can have food and you can dine, should I say.
Yeah, and it's international as well, because they said you can use your Costco card anywhere in the world, so I'm like, wow,
so
don't
it's
mind
a vibe.
if you do.
Costco is definitely a different, more vibe, like it is.
Yeah.
And the food is nice, the hot dogs.
I haven't had the food yet. I only went to get like a few bits and bobs for things, but I'm going to
try it out,
the
the ice cream.
Did you ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacket potatoes. I don't know if they still do the stuff though.
I saw the
they might have changed the food, but yeah, no, the food is actually alright. I mean, I used to work there, so
you learn something new every day. It just took getting a mic and a camera.
What do you mean? This is not a secret.
No, it's not a secret, but I think I used to work at Costco. Would only crop up if we were talking about Costco. You don't bring that into everyday conversation.
I'm pretty sure I feel like I've said it before because I've spoken about a past lover that I met through work in Costco.
Is it? Lovers, yeah. Speaking of lovers. Speaking of lovers, you're gonna love this segue.
Bars.
On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about serial dating. Is it good? Is it bad? What's the ugly truth? Does it make sense? Is it the new way you should be dating?
So many questions.
And the reason why we're talking about this is no secret, okay? The hottest couple in town. You love them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care much for them, but they've broken up. Aww. And that's none other than Lori Harvey and Damson Idris. They lasted for how long?
A year, apparently.
A year.
Yeah.
Well, that's still the honeymoon stage, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've broken up. What are we thinking?
I don't know if this is true, but I think I saw something. No, let me not even say, because I don't even know. I didn't even fact check it. I didn't even.
What's a fact check?
Deep it probably was a fact check, but apparently,
we should drop a disclaimer. Every opinion given on Hey Sis is in humor.
Yeah,
it's not true. Where these stories are fabricated.
Yes. For your entertainment.
Yes, for entertainment purposes only. That's
Please,
it.
yeah.
All right. F a fact check. Say what you want now.
Something about Damson is upset about the situation.
Oh, the jet. Have you seen the video on the jet with the caviar?
No. What?
He had caviar on a cracker. And bare people were like, "You're hurt, man," because he was playing old school Drake, and everyone knows old school Drake is emotional Drake.
Yes, it is. That's pain.
No, that is pain. That is pain. Take Care album. That is pain.
Yeah, even before that.
Before that.
You know, a song. What's it called? The album, the one that I can't remember the name.
The mixtape Comeback Season, because that's my favorite of all time.
Is that what it's called?
Drake, if you're watching.
And it's like, and it's his face, but it's called like red, and it's like a paint. It looks like a painting.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It's not
and it's got something like, you shot it down.
Why did you close your eyes to say
they
that?
Noticed.
You killed me.
They noticed.
This is sad Drake, yeah?
This is no, but that's like old school Drake, innit? Like
old school Drake. I love a bit old school Drake and the new school. I don't care what DJ Academic says. No, he's trying to draw people out.
Oh my god,
it's giving that. But you know what? I'm not worried about Damson. I know Damson's gonna recover if there's even anything to recover from. But I'm intrigued about the mastermind that is Miss Lori Harvey.
She said, "I'm gonna treat y'all like how you treat bitches."
And I don't mind. You know what? I feel like, why does serial dating have to be so demonized? There is nothing wrong with dating different people to know what you like.
Yeah.
But when a woman does it, for some reason, it's a negative thing.
Yeah.
To know when your time is up, to know when to move on from a relationship, apparently is a bad thing. But if you find a woman in a relationship that you feel like she's not supposed to be in, you tell her, why don't you just leave? She leaves.
Yeah.
And all the comments are like, oh, who's next?
I speak because obviously she's in the public eye. So everyone's seen her do all of this. So everyone's all critical and judgmental, and everyone apparently is a saint, and nobody does these things, and everyone is safe, and all of these kind of things. You know, everyone's waiting for marriage when that's not the reality. Like most people actually do serial dating, but because it's not in the public eye, it's different. Do you know what I mean? So they like, and because they forget that as well. And obviously, some people it's just hate because they just wish it could be them. Do you know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong. Yeah, definitely nothing wrong with serial dating as long as you're being safe, as long as you're very much aware of what it is you're actually doing and why you're doing it, and going. Do you know what I mean? I do think it is important to have breaks in between datings when you're doing back to back, regardless of whether it's Lori, whatever. Like, you need to have breaks in between. Just back to back dating, but it's too much because you're not giving yourself time to figure yourself out.
Yeah,
you broke up with this person. By the time you take 2 weeks off, you meet someone new, you're starting to get to know him. Yes, you're not in a relationship with them, but you're getting to know someone new. When are you getting to know yourself?
True.
Just get to know yourself, because then maybe it can help you prevent continuously dating back to back to back, because sometimes it's time consuming.
It is, but it's very convenient for your brand.
Would you elaborate on that?
Well, I thought eye contact was we're thinking the same thing. Yeah. You know, because I feel like Lori is a genius in her own right.
Yeah.
I feel that the dating is dating up. I love to see women dating up, especially black women, because I feel like a lot of black women, because they put so much heart into a relationship, they sometimes have a knack for dating down.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always pay them. So when I see a black woman dating up, I applaud it. Because why not? I feel like the reason why she's getting all this flack is because it's the athletes, it's the very accomplished actors, it's the people that are the musicians that are up there, it's the A-listers.
But she is dating up. If you think about it, actually, she went from musicians to actors. Then she's going to go
athletes. She's done athletes.
Yeah.
It's
so
like next
maybe
up,
it's his CEO.
We need politicians. I want to see Lori
CEO. So I mean, he's politician, CEO. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
Meghan Markle the thing.
Do you know what I mean?
don't give a heck.
No, but it's true, because you don't always necessarily get that women. Though women are more likely to date up than men. Yeah.
In this day and age, do we still feel the same way?
Well, no, okay. In this day and age, I feel like it's harder. It's a little bit harder when you're a regular babe, because, you know, the dating pool is a little bit sticky.
The dating pool is very interesting. The pool is no longer blue, it's green. the dating
green
pool
is a nice color. Green is brown.
It's brown because it's like, I want to say women are dating up. And men are dating. Yeah? So what?
It's crocodiles in that water.
It's
you know what I mean? Alligator.
You know? Because I want to say women are dating up. You know? That's nice.
It's hard though. It's hard.
But
now.
Men are the ones dating up.
Yeah,
I
they are.
want to say shout out to all the mandem that are dating up. They're doing the due diligence. They're researching on the babes.
Yeah.
And they are managing to bag and impregnate women that are in better positions than them.
Oh, how are you? Your game is impeccable.
Impeccable. You
because
have a baby with them.
Some of the people that these men bag.
Yep.
I'm thinking, wow. You're very lucky.
And when they manage to impregnate them, I'm just like, bravo. Bravo. I can't hate on the game. I can't hate on it. You found the babe. You moved in. The dating was loose dating. It wasn't real courtship. Had a baby. You got a makeshift family for nothing.
Yeah.
Men are winning.
Yeah.
The scoreboard is uneven right now.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because right now it's seeming like more and more women are having their shit together.
Yes.
Than men. That's the reality. Like, not to say there's not men that don't have their shit together, but like a lot of men are living in their woman's crib. So
yes.
A lot more women are having their own shit together. And so a lot of men are benefiting from that. As you said, hobosexual is real.
Fam, but what do you feel about the men that are saying that the reason why a lot of men haven't got their housing together is because society has made it in a way that they can't. It's made more difficult for them.
I mean, society makes it difficult for everyone. That isn't making that. Is that because if you're black or brown, it's hard. Period.
And then you go and put classism in the mix. Oh, it's game over.
It's hard.
You want to own a home?
Exactly.
In your dreams.
It's hard. But the reality is that a lot of men just don't have vision. They don't have vision. They don't have plan. You want to get a house, but you don't know what house you want. You want to get a mansion, but you've got renting money, my friend. Get your priorities correct.
Have a vision, have a plan.
You've got roommate money. I need you to have your priorities correct. Like, people, just a lot of men just lack vision.
Yeah, it's hard for them to articulate their thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what happened in the communication of between. We all went to school, so why is it hard for you to gather your thoughts together? I don't get it.
This is it. I mean, and it's so funny because that's ironic to say that, because it's like, I see like, I saw one time like this guy who was saying about, the statistics shows that even though more women are more educated than men, more men have like higher paying jobs or whatever or some shit like that. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so then why man them crying and they're struggling to find the house? They're not saying no to you because you ain't got the peas.
Something's not good. Is
Exactly.
Is it your credit?
Exactly.
Is it a record of some sort? I don't know.
Yeah,
people come from different
men they don't have vision. That's just what it puts down. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know what house you want to get. You don't know how you want to go about it. Some of them are happy to just do basic job of just being, okay, cool, I'm just gonna be delivery driver and that's it, and that's all and that's fine to you. You're comfortable with that, and it's like, you don't have any aspirations outside of that, but you want all the luxuries that comes with somebody that's worked to try and figure shit out. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot more women wanna get out of the circumstances. Yeah. So yeah, you can get some women that they're trying to date man with money. Yeah, because she's trying to get out of the circumstance. My nigga. Yeah. She's you know what I mean? Like, she's thinking, she's planning, she's plotting. What are you doing? Sitting around writing comments on YouTube and TikTok and fucking Instagram, complaining about what you ain't got. If you spent half of that time actually trying to create some sort of plan or vision of what you want to do with yourself, you might actually get somewhere. But you're not getting anywhere because you're just continuously just saying that, I ain't got this. Society is not helping me. Society's not helping me. Help yourself, my friend. The society was made for you to be the one prospering. Yeah. Especially if you're a white man. I don't want to hear it.
It's true.
Because society is created for you to be enjoying living your best life.
It's made to be easy for you.
And you're not putting in the effort. Like, it's all you have to do is put half of it,
and you get a lot for what you do. You know what? I'm not trying to target any group or whatever, but I don't think I've seen a lot of parents or a single parent pour into their son like they pour into their daughter. Maybe because as a woman they feel like girls need more confidence put into them for them to think that they can achieve anything they want. But I can't remember any of the guys like I went to school with or whatever, them talking about their parents telling them you can achieve anything you want. And maybe that's a problem as to why a lot of men don't have a vision or can't articulate their thoughts as to what they want in life. And they are comfortable with the bare minimum. If I can get this blue collar work, get a job, pay my bills, I can go out occasionally, that's fine for me.
Because they were sold a dream, and the people that were unfortunately some of the people that were raising them thought that the world was just going to continue just moving the way it was for them in their experience. So they're just like, don't worry about, man, you're cool, you can just, all you have to do is this. She needs to do this though, but really realistically it was like, no, the world's changing. And so now that the girl got taught hustle, grind, do this, but at the same time get a man, get a this, get a that, get a that, have a kid,
so women been juggling.
Whereas the guys were told, you be alright, man, just worry about this and you'll be fine. But then it's like, now they're coming into a world where things have changed and they're not ready or prepared, and so they're just kind of like
overwhelmed.
Who am I? What do I like? What do I do? Where do I start? Where do I go? Where do I go? So it's like they weren't nurturing that because they were told, just do this and you'll be fine, and then they come to it and then as an adult and they're like, well, that's not true. I was told this. And then some of them, it's like some of them realize that and either okay, cool, what do we need to do? Let's make a plan and try and get to this and that. Let's figure ourselves out so we can get to the bag or whatever, our goals and dreams. And then some of them are just like, this is not fair.
The ones that blame the world,
this
don't make a change.
Fair. Mommy said that I deserve this. And you need to give me this. Let's go 50-50, but I need you to be a housewife. It's hard out here, but I deserve everything. You deserve half.
And when I leave you, I don't like you getting half. Make that make sense.
It's like that video.
Yeah.
I saw the video of, oh my God. It was a traditional man versus a 50-50 man.
Okay.
And the traditional man was saying, listen, you need to get your shit together. if you're dating out here but you haven't got your shit together and you got your girl doing 50-50, like, get your shit together first. Then you can be out here. Because he said a man's not a man until he has his shit together and he can be complete and full and lead in every aspect in his life.
Wait,
basically.
what was that word you used? Was that lead? Okay.
And then the guy was like, the 50-50 goes like, but you can't even talk. You're talking with your big mansion. He's like, brother, I started from the bottom. Now I'm here, man. Nigga. Like, I didn't start from getting all this kind of money. You think I was rich? Like, me and you are both come from the hood. Like, we both struggled. Like, you be like, I'm black. What do you think this is? Like, I don't come from the middle class or wealthy side of family. I hustled my way up because I had a goal.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So then, like, and then the 50-50 guy was like, oh. And he asked him a question because he kept battling him. He's like, so you go 50-50. Okay. And then he said, and does your girl do all the cooking and cleaning? And he's like, yeah, because she likes it. And he was like, and how many hours does she work? And he's like, oh, like in a day, sometimes 16 hours a day.
What for? What? Well, her job.
Yeah, 6 hour day. So everyone was speculating she probably might be in the healthcare system,
like nursing.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, brother, that's slavery. He says you got her paying half of the bills, doing the whole housework, life, everything, and she's working more hours than you.
God forbid. That's disgusting. And anyone that can sit back and allow that to happen.
It's hard out here. It's hard out here. But why is she working harder than you then?
Technically. Because if we talk about all her hats and all the shifts she's doing more than you. She's keeping she's keeping it together.
Yeah, legit. But and that guy was just battling him. It was a very interesting conversation because the 50-50 guy was not listening to the traditional man, and the traditional man was trying to let him see, like, I hear you, brother, and I get it is hard out here, but like, you're not trying to listen to me, like, you're trying to act like, because he was, the 50-50 guy was, I guess it seemed like he was seeming like, oh, you're just talking from a privileged state, but he's not, because he's not listening to the fact that, brother, I started from the bottom. I'm not coming from a privileged state. I had to work myself to get here. So you're complaining about something that you could achieve, but you just don't want to. You just want to complain, basically.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're not making a change.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to complain, which is what some people do.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to complain. This is not fair. This is not fair. This is not fair. I deserve this. And it's like, so what are you going to do about it?
Because that's really it.
All that typing on internet ain't going to change something.
And that's what I wanted to highlight. It's not about the mansions.
Yeah.
It's not about the big cars, the Lamborghinis, the German whips. It's not about the jewelry. The aim is just to be comfortable.
Exactly.
So if you're going to cohabit with someone and live with somebody, everyone should be comfortable in a relationship. No one should feel like, oh, I'm slaving for this person. And if I don't slave like this, the relationship's not going to happen. No. How do I make your life easier? How do I make my life easier so we can cohabit in this place that we're in, this relationship, this household? Because I'll be very real with you. There's a lot of people, we've seen them have public breakdowns who from the outside looking in look like they got everything. So there's definitely more to it than just these monetary things that you have around you.
This is it, because there's a lot of women who have gone online and said, like, bro, I was in a marriage where that's what I was doing. I was cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids, but I was also working full time and I was taking care of him, and we're also going half and half. She's like, when do I get to? But him, he gets to come home with a clean house and fed.
And you know what? Even if someone could do that, and people are still doing it now, why would you want to?
What?
Cook, clean, childcare, and marital duties. Even if you could do all of those things, why would you want to do all of those things at the detriment of your own peace and
as well
health?
As working in full-time hours?
And the full-time hour as in work, childcare, marital duties.
It's too much.
And then you're still expected to take care of yourself.
It's too... When
you're not a superhero.
But you don't. And then what do you have? Because what time do you have to take care of yourself? You don't matter. Your existence is to serve him.
Wow.
So you don't matter. When do you look up? And then that'll be the same. And that'll be the same man that will go and find babes. Because what time do you have to go to work? Yeah, do your full shift, to come home. You have to clean the dirty house. Make sure the kids are good. Make sure there's food. Make sure your man's good. What time do you have for yourself? You don't.
So if someone wants to serial date, and date numerous people to figure out what kind of situation is good for me. If you're gonna date this guy who's the party goer, but you know you don't want that kind of lifestyle, then you're gonna try and find yourself a more homely man. Yeah, you're gonna go through the stages of what serial. I mean, you know what? Even the term is quite funny because serial dating, to date constantly is dating. Is that not what dating is though?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in her aspect, it's more like she was in a relationship, so you're going into a serial relationship. I guess it's like because you're going into one relationship to another, and I feel like that's different because dating. Technically, dating, you're supposed to be getting to know different people to figure out who's the one for you or right for you. Yeah, the one that you want to actually get into a relationship with, and then give that a go and see how far that you can take that and then whatever. But like getting into like relationship to relationship, that's commit. You're choosing to commit, even if it's a small commitment. You're still choosing to fully commit to someone for a bit, give it a go, and do that. And then it's like then you're going to the next one, and the whole process of dating, you get to know to date. Breathe.
I feel like you're damned if you don't and you're damned if you do. Because every time you see these podcasts or whatever, what's the first thing they use to insult the woman that's on it? Are you single though? Are you single? See, she's single. She's single.
Yeah, but why wouldn't I be single? Are you seeing the?
That's why you have to take
I ain't trying to be. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be like your girl. She going through it.
We could tell.
She going through it
because you venting
exactly
on this platform a lot.
See, with you, she's going through it. I know it. I know she's not happy. So I'm okay. Do you know what I mean? Like when people say that, I always find it hilarious because I'm thinking, but look at you. Why would whoever your partner is? I know that they're not living the best life because the things that spewing out of your mouth. That's long. That's not for me. That's why I'm single because I ain't trying to be with a guy like you because no way. I'll be miserable.
People do say your partner is a reflection of where you are in your life.
Yeah,
and that's quite deep because if your partner seems okay. The perception that they're giving to everyone is that happy and everything like that, you would assume that the relationship cohesively is happy. If your partner seems to be sad, angry all the time, it's like, how can you be so sad and be in a relationship? So that tells me that your relationship as a whole, it can't be all joys and laughter.
No, someone else is eating too much and someone's eating too little.
You better talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Someone else is benefiting well. This is a contract that is to benefit one person
one-way contract.
Only. Yeah, one-way contract.
When you're pouring into somebody, it's true.
Yeah.
That's hella messy.
And it's mad because it's like there's a lot of people in those situations, but there's also a lot of people who are coming out of the situations and they're speaking up and saying like, yo, these situations happen. Don't fall for it. It's not worth it. I know, like, yes, we a lot of us want to be loved and want to give love and want the whole thing and all that kind of stuff. But you've got to love yourself enough to want better for yourself.
Yeah.
To want the best for yourself.
It's true.
And if you're in a situation where it's like, really and truly, if you were to be honest with yourself and you're unhappy, you know what, then that's not good for you. I know that you want love, but my friends,
So there is a time where it's okay to be selfish. If it means putting yourself first, then that is the occasion where I'm going to be selfish unapologetically. Otherwise, my happiness is at risk.
Yeah, 100%. Especially.
Hold on. You're really watching the whole episode.
Really?
You ain't liked, you ain't commented, you ain't shared, you ain't even, oh my God, you haven't even subscribed.
I thought we were a family. I thought this was a unit. What is going on? Nah, I don't like, what's going on with this behavior? What is happening? Nah, I don't like this. I'm going to need you to start doing that right now. I'm going to give you about a couple of seconds because it's not that long. It don't take long.
It really doesn't. It's like what? Click?
Exactly. Like, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Go on then. You think that was enough?
I think that's enough time.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the episode.
So, of course, relationships have their ups and downs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we understand that. And, of course, when you're in your down, doesn't mean that because you're having a down that you should just, walk away. Because that's the reality. Like, you have to see if you actually can find a way to get through the whatever it is that you both are battling against, because I guess again it's you two versus the problem, not you versus the person about a problem. So, and stuff like that. However, if it's a thing where the problem there's no resolution seeming to come up from that problem, and you've tried multiple ways, and it's starting to eat away from your energy. Do you know what I mean? Draining you mentally. It's making you perceive yourself differently. It's affecting you, even affecting work, because sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? A situation can start affecting how you perceive yourself, how you perceive, like, affecting your work, because you're not able to necessarily work as well because you're just too stressed about the fact that maybe you think this man has been cheating for 15 years and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then you've got to walk away. Of course, I'm not saying stay with a man who's been cheating you in 15 years. Girl, I need to get it together. Okay, you can't be with if a man is cheating on you multiple times and you know it will never stop.
Yeah, that's something your lifestyle that you've prescribed to. You've just said you're okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to think of though? With the whole serial dating thing, everyone's talking about, serial dating is a bad thing. Why are you dating so much? Okay, society's got a big opinion about it. So how long of a gap do you have to give between relationships before people start to frown upon how often you're dating new people?
Well, I mean, I feel like fuck what people think. Fuck if I
That's
like,
one.
do you know what I mean? Because you have to, because it depends on you. Like, if you're, let's say, in like, for example, like, to say it factual, but let's say Lori Harvey and Damson, the relationship for a year, but let's say within 7 months, Lori was realizing that Damson ain't shit.
So within the relationship,
he ain't shit. Like, I've told him about this. We've discussed this. Nothing's changing. Blah blah blah. And then maybe by the end of the year, it's like, okay, do you know what? This ain't working. We found a way to do it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
She might have already started the grieving process. Yeah. Which happens kind of early sometimes with women.
But say I date someone, I was with them for a year. I break up with them. How soon is too soon before I date somebody else? I was
in a
with them for 1
relationship
year.
with someone and after a year you broke up with them.
Yeah, so say I'm dating someone and we were together for 1 year.
Yeah.
I break up. How soon is too soon before I start dating someone else?
I don't know. Like, for me,
it's case by case, innit? Because if I was dating someone for 10 years and I break up, that's another answer, innit?
Yeah,
but what do you think though?
Okay, if I was in a relationship with someone for a year and then we broke up.
Yeah.
I don't know, because
and it's a decent relationship. It wasn't bad. It wasn't fantastic, but it was decent.
Depends. Was I in love?
The breakup was amicable.
Okay.
You both agreed. It was calm. You said, let's be friends.
I'll give it it depends. Like, if you're really trying to, if you're like, oh no, like that sad that ended, but I genuinely want to be like, I want to find love again, and I want to build, and you've got goals outside of your work and career and stuff. It can be like a couple of months, and you're like, okay, cool. I might just start thinking, well, depending on the season as well, because it might happen in like winter. That's too.
If it's summer, it's a week.
Depending on the season. No, but like summertime, obviously, you probably will have fun, and then you're like, okay, cool. So what? I'll say a couple of months, to be honest.
So what's the soonest you can date someone after ending a relationship? Like, what's the soonest? Like, that's your limit. That's the limit for you. That I wouldn't do any sooner than this.
And I was actually in a relationship.
You were in a relationship. It was exclusive. You've broken up, and you're like, this is the limit. Like, I won't feel bad if it was this soon.
For me personally, it would take me a few months before I start what's it called?
Entertaining.
Entertaining. Because I want to get rid of them from like fully out of my system in every way possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like just get rid of them. And I'm like, so that way I can fully give myself to the whole process of it again. So if I do meet someone else, I'm like, okay, I'm open to it, not thinking about, oh yeah, well, when I was with Mike used to do this for me.
Mike gets all the flack.
Exactly. But yeah, so I'll say for me personally, it'd be a few months. But some people, it takes
a few months, 2 months.
Like, at least 3 months.
So 90 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for at least 3 months. Yeah,
90 days.
That's for me. Cool. Like that's
that's the minimum.
Yeah, 90 days.
Minimum. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just because I'm like, I need to fully. Yeah. And also because depending on the type of relationship, like within that, even if it was like, oh yeah, it was amicable and stuff, it's like, okay, cool. Now you're kind of like rearranging everything, because you spend a whole year when you're with a person, certain things you rearrange to because you're with that person.
Yeah.
So it's like certain things you kind of like, okay, I need to cater it around as well to my partner. So I kind of need time to, okay, cool, now I have all the time.
True.
I have all the time. I can do everything. I can watch everything. I don't have to wait to watch this stupid show anymore. And I can catch up on this and I can go out on this. And so it's like, okay, cool, now let me just get myself back into the groove of me just doing me and doing everything I want.
Like you said, learning about yourself now.
Yeah. It's like, okay, what did we learn from that situation? Because we need to also think about, what did we learn? What did we learn about ourselves? What did we learn about what we want in our partner or what we don't want? For sure, so we can be doing that, right? And that, please never again bring me that man. God, please never. I thought I like this, I don't like it. Because sometimes we'll be asking for things and then God's like, you've been asking it for a year. Here you go. And then you get it and you're like, oh, you know, when I was asking for it, I was at a different place then than I am now. I don't like it.
See, I was scrolling through the gram and thought that's what
I
wanted.
wanted, because everyone's telling me this is what I need to want from a man. And that's what another dangerous thing as well. But I think when it comes to serious dating, it's up to you. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, as long as you're aware of what it is you're doing. And while you're doing it, what is the end goal? And you're making sure that you're also prioritizing yourself, your mental health, physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. Then it's okay. Do you know what I mean? I think it's peak because, again, like people like in the limelight, like Laurie, you just seeing everything there and then. So everyone's kind of like, you're judging. You're like, so she might be dancing, but she's not talking to this guy. She might not even be talking to this. She's not even talking to the guy. He might have just said, hey, let's go to the basketball game. She might have even known him because, you know, her dad's famous. So she knows a lot of people. And do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. She might have known him from the past. They used to hang out when they were kids. To get it. She goes to basketball, she's not dating this guy. This time, she's not even thinking about that. She's thinking about the CEO.
I want to see her with one man. Is it just me? Yeah, but I feel like no one pities women until they see a woman broken.
Yeah.
When a woman's all put together and she says, hey, this is what I was experiencing, this is what I went through, people are like, I'm doubting the legitimacy of what you're saying right now because you're not in despair and I'm not going to give you sympathy until I see you at rock bottom.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And people don't know what a healthy woman looks like. A lot of people don't like a healthy woman. When they see a healthy woman, it's like, oh, she's this, she's that, she's there. But it's like, no, that's called health. You are used to seeing women broken and wanting your attention and approval and a this and a that. And that's what you think is what a normal woman is supposed to be like.
That's femininity to you.
That's femininity, yeah. When you see a healthy woman, that's when healthy women, my friend, they don't play. One thing, you're cut off so quick. By the time you blink finishing doing that thing, you're gone.
You know what that is?
Block.
No, it's facts because that's self-awareness.
Exactly, because she's like, no, I'm not stupid as well, you know. I'm very wise. I've learned from my experiences and mistakes and I know who I am. My friend, you ain't gonna come play that with me. Goodbye. Shut that door. Done. You're thinking raw, like, she's savage. She's not savage. She knows what she wants. Because when a man knows what he wants, he's praised. When a man doesn't tolerate shit, he's praised for that. He's a king. He's a boss. Do you get it?
He's assertive.
He's a leader. But when a woman does it, she's masculine, she's rude, all of these kind of things.
I immediately want to know her relationship status for some weird reason.
Exactly. Like, that's
weird.
Yeah, like, does she have a man? No, Defo doesn't have a man. Defo doesn't have a man. And it's like, no, she doesn't. Defo doesn't have you. Okay? It's you that she don't have, because why would she want to be with a guy like you? You're a bum.
No, it's facts.
You're a bum.
It's
Only
facts.
men that know themselves and are doing well for themselves, regardless of financial whatever, they're doing well for wherever they want for themselves, and they know themselves and they're assertive and they're healthy. They love a healthy woman because like for like. People who are broken, that's what you're going to attract. But you might think they're not broken because they present in a different way. But that's what happens. That's the reality.
What do you think about this saying that's floating around right now? Yeah, where they go, two people come together to make a whole.
Nah. Fuck out of here. What you mean? So you're coming with half full. And that's the problem. Because you see that statement in itself.
That's what they're saying.
Oh my God. And the thing is though, I remember back in the day they used to always say that, and it's like, no. Because if two people come together and they make a whole, you're still half. You're both still lacking.
There's an emptiness in you.
Exactly. You need to come together as a whole. I'm a whole, you're a whole. We come together and then we create another whole based off everything of coming together and bring together. You're not supposed to be out here bringing half. I bring half 50-50. This is like the 50-50 dating. That's why people are not progressive. I'll do 50-50 dating. That's what 50-50 it make 100. But if I come with 100, you come with 100. Where have we got? We've got more.
We're bringing more to the table. And the thing is, when we talk about the 50-50 concept, people always think monetary. You're talking about money.
No.
And we don't think everything's about money. But when we talk about roles, to make a house a home. So if it's a fact of we've agreed this is your role in the relationship, this is my role in the relationship, to make our whole ecosystem something that we can both be happy in. But if we're saying half this, half that, partnership, and then partnership, it gets muddied in the lines of, are we just working together?
At this point.
We're not in love. It's not a loving relationship. It feels like we're just working a job. It becomes dutiful. And there are some people that are in relationships to fulfill a duty as opposed to enjoying being in the relationship.
100%. That's the thing. I've seen videos of like men who, I've even seen comments like, again, healthy men, happy men. Mentally okay men. They love to see a woman happy, and it's something so basic, but we've deep it. A lot of men don't like that. They don't like to see women happy, and a lot of men, and the healthy men do. So they will do what it needs to be done to make sure she's happy, because he knows that if my woman is happy, I'm happy, because she's gonna make sure everything around me is flourishing. Because she's good. But if I'm good and she's not good, there's always going to be problems.
But that's the unfortunate thing, because some men think that their purpose is to be a knight in shining armor, not in just a romanticized way, but in a sense of, I want to be a lifeline to this person. I want to save the day. I want them to need me, because I feel like I'm only useful if I'm needed. As soon as I'm not needed anymore, I don't feel like a man.
Exactly.
I don't feel like I have a place in this person's life, and my time is ticking.
Yep.
So why would I want this person I'm dating to be in a better place because they've become independent?
Yeah.
Oh no, that means game over for me, because my only use is that when I met you, you were at your worst.
Exactly. And again, because that's like two people meeting half and half.
Yeah, exactly. It circles back to that.
Exactly, because as a whole man, he's gonna want to see like his girl coming in and she's healthy and she's doing it. So he's like, nah, like, I don't want you to need me, because that's a necessity. I want you to choose me. And that's a different kind of thing. And that's what people don't seem to understand. Like, you want to be chosen. You don't want someone to just need you, because then it's not because they want you. It's like, oh, without you, I can't really do anything. So unfortunately, you're my only option right now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But best believe if somebody needs you, eventually they're going to find another thing, something else, a way out of that. Yeah. And something else to help. Do you know what I mean? So reality is, you want someone to want you. Yeah.
You don't want to be a novelty in someone's life, because if you're a novelty, you're for a season.
Yep.
And like you said, you want to be chosen in every step in your life.
Exactly.
Not that, oh, you picked me because you were going for it, but now you're on the up. I don't really need you anymore.
Exactly.
And I'm going to choose that person that I want for this aspect of my life, because they fit that aesthetic.
Exactly.
That's so sad, man.
Yeah, it's very sad, because you see some people like that. But then it's nice when I see people in actual healthy relationships and they go out there, obviously. And one thing I realized, people don't like that. Not many people like that.
I personally like seeing happy relationships on Instagram. What I find a bit cringy is when you make me privy to information I don't think I needed to know.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some stuff like you keep that between you two.
Yeah, that for me is like, you're doing too much. I don't need to know that. Yeah, I don't need to know that. But a lot of people people don't actually like seeing happy relationships. Yeah, because when they do, I see in the comments, all they do is question it.
But that's because I've noticed the people that are unhappy to see happy relationships are in unhappy relationships, or they've been so scorned by a relationship that they just don't believe love exists. No. Which is sad.
It's just sad. It does. It does.
Even in friendships, like if you seriously think love doesn't exist,
Yeah.
then that means you have no hope for a romantic relationship. You have no hope for a friendship.
Yeah.
You have no hope for a purpose in your life because you have to love what you do as well.
Exactly. That's sad.
Sucks.
Sucks to be you.
It really does suck to be you.
Sorry, oh, that really sad.
And you see them all the time like, yeah, man, I don't believe in relationships. Oh, really? Interesting.
Fair enough. As long as you're happy. That's me. I say, as long as you're happy. Okay, don't believe it.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
If you're happy, I am happy.
I'm ecstatic.
I'm overjoyed. Yes. No, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
It is. But again, you also see them in the comments. It makes me laugh.
The comment section is very funny because I just think it's a competition for likes though.
Yeah. People will say the most outlandish things just so that you can
Somebody
get
like it, please.
Yeah, because then if you like it, then oh my God, I'm like famous or something like that. And it's like, no, you still have bills to pay.
You still have bills to pay, and this
that £10
isn't
is still £10 in your account.
It's still £10 in your account.
Yeah.
And then Instagram did the worst thing for trolls, yeah, with that pin thing, because now people just want to get the pinned comment.
Yes.
That's a troll's dream.
Oh my God, Instagram comments. Wow. It's actually so hilarious.
Of course it is.
It's so funny because you're just like, when did Instagram become Facebook?
It's true. People used to be so opinionated on Facebook.
Yep.
But I tell you what, the confidence of some people's profiles, though, that make a comment.
Wow.
If you could bottle up that type of confidence,
boy.
Yep. It's crazy.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, respect it. You believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of.
I don't see what you believe in,
but okay. Good for you. I hope you're successful in your endeavors. No, honestly. Wow. Okay, this is the kind of face I'm thinking. Management.
Because I'm thinking of some people's profiles.
No, some people's profiles. I said, wow, you're a scary man.
You're scary, man.
You're a scary woman. You're a scary man. But my friends, if anything, I'm not gonna lie, it boosts my confidence more. Like you guys, I don't think people understand. It's like my ego gets boosted when I see some of the comments that some people leave.
Yeah, because
the way they try to come at you when it's got nothing to do with the conversation.
Yeah,
and then you also see like their profiles. You're just kind of like, you think I'm the baddest bitch in the block?
Yeah, because you're so rattled.
Yeah, you think I'm the baddest bitch in the block? Yeah. Okay, I see you. Thank you. I see you. He's a fan. Because half of the time, they be following.
It's true.
Half of the time, they're following.
Oh, yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. That's the weird thing.
You'll see them in all the other comments, in the other videos. Comment. I say, oh, you're a follower.
No, doing a podcast really opened my eyes to the fact that people love to hate.
Yeah. It's because misery loves company.
Ooh. And it's winter too.
Exactly. It's cold out here in the streets. Ooh. Some people need something to keep the warm at night.
True. I don't think
Stay safe though, not me.
Oh, I don't think people are rushing for that whole winter season thing anymore. Remember when people used to rush for
when
that?
They say like, winter season, cuffing season. Yeah. I think a lot of people are just, they're tired. Well, a lot of women are not participating in the dating world. A lot more women have refused to participate in the dating world. And when you see what you hear, what you see, I mean, I hear it. But also a lot more men are also not participating in the dating world. But again, I think I've seen some men say it because of the fact that when you see, think about social media, especially you end up consuming certain things.
Yeah.
Because you know algorithm, you like this.
Yeah.
So it's okay, I'm going to keep feeding you that. And if you're not careful, and you remember you're being programmed, you're watching something, you're continuously consuming the same thing, you start thinking those things. You start really agreeing with it, you start believing them. And what happens is some things you start believing that it is your day-to-day life, even though it's not your day-to-day life experience.
Yeah.
And so then it then puts you off. And I've seen that a couple of men come out and say like, the way you see these videos of all these men and all these stuff and all this dating world and stuff like that, it just ends up putting them off even wanting to date because that's all they keep seeing. And so it's just like, oh, forget about it. I don't even want to date. Not because they don't want to not because they believe or agree with those things, but they're even tired. It's just being off-putting. So it's also very, you also have to be very careful about the things that you consume.
Yeah, because it will warp your opinion.
Yeah, and start thinking like, oh, forget this dating world. I don't get me wrong, the dating world is a Gaza out here. Yeah. But, yeah, oh my God, by the way, no influence. I just said Gaza out here. I was like, no, I'm talking about like Vibes Can't Tell Gaza. No, Vibes Can't Tell Gaza.
Yeah. That one I'm talking about. Yeah. When he's talking about his ends, you know what I mean? In Jamaica.
Yes. Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
That place.
I don't know.
I didn't even rock. Yeah. So I was like, oh.
No. But
not that it'll make a big difference though, but I just feel like it's time for dating to come offline and just go back to the physical, in the presence, walking up to people, having the conversation, being able to make a decision on someone off, first encounters, and then going from there. Like the whole scrolling and the dialogue and the back and forth.
I guess it's like a lot of people don't know how to approach people.
That's why we need to go back to basics.
But also a lot of people don't really go out, especially from working from home. That doesn't help.
You're gonna have to,
and stuff like that. But then also go out to where
I think it's a full circle moment for dating.
Yeah,
like you go from the in person, then the online, and then everyone had the online craze, and then they say nothing's new under the sun. Go back to the in person dating.
Yeah, but it's hard when where you gonna be meeting these people outside of the gym, and if you do go physically into work, because look at what is available outside right now. First of all, it's hella expensive. So people are just like, I'm going out to what? Sit there and wait, and someone till I bump into someone because it's too expensive.
Okay, but do you think people are utilizing weekends like they should be? Because now everyone just uses weekends as respite. Like, I just need to rest. I need to rest. As opposed to,
because I guess it's like the society has created that. It's created that. Like work till you're so drained that by the time the weekend comes, you're like, oh, I don't even want to do anything anymore. I just want to rest. Like I want to breathe, kind of thing. It's hard because also it's like the affordability of things. It's just not the same, especially with this cost of living. So, and the prices keep going up higher and higher and higher.
Sure, I've never had so many loyalty cards. You're like,
exactly. I've signed up to say I am a member to almost every store in this country.
Speaking of stores, segue.
Yeah,
HMV is back.
Is it?
Fam, I was on Bond Street. Look up HMV, big building. Are you ready to buy CDs again? Because I am.
I like this nostalgia like vibe to it. I would love that.
And artwork.
Yeah. And people put in effort, man, to get that stuff done. So I'd love that. Yeah. Oh my God.
So side note, HMV is back on Bond Street.
Yeah. I mean, because right now everything is just like stream.
And as musicians, I have to say this, the average, I'm going to just put it out there, the average stream is about 3p.
Exactly.
3 pence per stream. Thanks for that. As a musician, the average stream is 3 pennies per stream. And I'm very much happy with music coming back to, let's buy an album for $9.99. It's not going to kill anyone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a time when albums used to be £20. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they used to be expensive.
So if you want to do that, I know it's been I just segued into this something differently, but I want to get this point off. When I do start releasing music again, I think I'm going to go the Bandcamp route.
Yeah. Same.
Because streaming is not giving me any exponential visibility anyway to be on the platforms. The streams for it aren't great anyway. Even if you do a buyout, it's like a single for a penny. Really?
Yeah.
Like, how did artists come to? Well, artists didn't come together, but label execs come together and feel like that's fair.
They definitely didn't think it was fair. They definitely weren't thinking about us.
True.
They were thinking about themselves and themselves only. I mean, look at them now. They expect you to come together. Oh my God, we've really gone on a segue, but so I just think about it. They really
this is our podcast, fam. We go on a segue we want to,
They're really trying to expect you to come together, come to them, all put together. The marketing, the polished songs, the lots of followers and everything. And then they're like, okay, we'll deal with you, but you still have to do everything.
And you're going to owe us.
Yeah. The only thing we'll do is we might get you shows.
Yeah.
But you're still going to owe me because I'm going to be the one getting you the shows.
But I had to get here before you even looked at me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why a lot more artists are just not even trying to go through the label and just try and build like their own success like that. But it's hard because when you're trying to book events and venues and stuff like that, that's where you needing to have that. But I guess people looking into smaller labels.
Yeah.
You know,
indie labels,
indie labels. Those are probably the best way. Yeah, you're not going to get as much funding and stuff, but you might get all the rights to your stuff. You might get that freedom to do what you want. Okay, and most of the money will still be coming back to you.
It's nothing like creative control and freedom. Creative control and royalties.
Exactly. So at least you'll be benefiting in that way. Yeah. So you might have to put in some piece, but you put in whatever that you want to get out. Whereas the labels now, they'll be giving you chump change, and if they feel like they want to shelf you, they will shelf you, and they shelf people. They shelf people. Even big artists that are being shelved.
We know some that have been shelved.
Yeah. Put to the side like one toy. Like, thank you. This is at this point, I feel like they probably have exhibitions.
Like, look, we shelved this one in 2008.
I got her when she just started and released that song. You know, the one that everyone was talking about, and they were doing that little this and that. We got her there. Put her there. Look at her. Isn't she so nice? Yeah, we need to. Can someone polish her, please? Okay.
It's getting a bit dusty.
It's getting a bit dusty. Yeah, we need to make her look good. And then we got him. Do you get it? And a lot of people don't even get it. Is that a lot of black artists as well get shelved. They don't even realize it.
Speaking of shelved, do you hear what Uncle Terrence is saying? Terrence Howard.
What is it?
He did an interview. I don't know when this interview was done yet, but he was talking about the fact that when he did Hustle and Flow, you know how he's playing an artist and he's performing all the songs? Yeah. Apparently, what the production company did was register each song not under his name as an actor, but under his character's name. So all the royalties for It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp and all that goes back to the production company, because he said he got a one-off payment for that film. Just guess how much you think he got paid for that film. Just one guess.
Like 10K or something.
12K.
Stop it! I wasn't even far off. I was trying to go for a low so you can surprise me a little bit. And I'll be like, okay, that's bad, but not as
12K. So he was off the back of the success of the film. You know, it's a big success film.
Come on, It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
So imagine he's suing them now for the royalties of the songs at least. Because if I agreed to one-off payment, cool, I agreed. But the music now,
come on, people know them. People know them songs for a reason. It was me.
It's hard, man.
It really is hard out here for a pimp trying to get this money for the rent.
I know that's right.
What?
Yeah. It's mad.
This is what I'm saying. Holy weird. Like
yo, on that point, yeah. We're gonna have to do an episode on Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, that was the best way to end it. You have been listening or watching another episode of Hey Sis, but before you go,
make sure you like, subscribe, follow, comment, share, you know what I mean? And make sure you hit that bell button, okay? So you can get notified every time we have a new episode coming through, my people. Okay, you've been listening and watching Hey Sis. Take care.
I undress and he blows success. Lay down as you decompress. Come mine and forget the stress. But the 9 to 5, cause he tryna change his life. He can't help it but to show his bad side. So you call me Yezzi when he want that good ride. Follow my stride, you know you want a good time. Pick any card, I know it won't decline. He know how to please me, never tease me.